I'm about to bomb this whole motherfucking plane.
Welcome back to part 2 of what your favorite Deepwoken legendary weapon says about you. And in today's video, I'm gonna be doing some more legendary weapons, and I got some requests in last video, so you might see him in this video. Who knows? You just gotta watch until the end. So without further ado, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's begin with Exhibit A. Now, you only use 2 paths with this weapon, and that's Dark Flames if you're feeling a bit freaky, Eruption Path if you're feeling a bit distressed. The main oaths are either Contractor or Oathless, and if you're feeling a bit creative, you'll go Arc Water and make a hybrid build, but let's be real, you're mainly going to invest into Flame and leave Lightning out of the mix. Now, if you do use this weapon, I don't know what to tell you. You probably only use 3 of your crits. You don't use all 5. Why? Because the other 2, which the crouching crit and the sliding crit, are very situational and they're pretty easy to parry. Now, you mainly land your air crit because you're always trying to hit that rising flame into air crit guard break to get that cool, sick, satisfying feeling, or you're trying to uppercut your opponents into your air crit to get that cool, sick, satisfying feeling. But still, in all ends, you always lose your matches, or you always destroy your opponent's PC, in turn killing your opponent that you're fighting in real life. Now, just to bring it all together, if you use this weapon, you're probably homosexual, but you're scared to tell people, so use the Pirate Keeper and its fabulous colors to try and tell people that, well, I'm giving you a hint here, I'm kind of gay, but don't worry, we all know. Why? Because you're playing Pirate Keeper, but that's alright, we accept you for who you are. And on to Exhibit B. Now, if you play this weapon, you are a very destructive person. Your dad works blue collar, you always getting beat, so you have no sense of control in your life. So you play the boat crusher in Deepwoken to have that sense of control by just abusing other people. Basically, you're lashing out your dad's, you're using full counter, nigga. You're basically just dishing out everything that you felt over the past 15 years of your life in Deepwoken with one weapon. This weapon embodies everything that you are. Destruction. You enjoy bonking your opponent on the head with this giant metal hammer and thus dealing all their HP with one critical. You like drilling into their skin and then clapping them back in the face with the other side of the hammer. Why? Because it makes you feel in control. It reminds you of when your dad backhands you with his ring on his hand, and it makes you feel that iron, that gritty iron feeling when you hit the other person. It makes you feel in control, but when really you don't have any control. You're still sad, you're still sniveling, you still watch your dad beat on your mom every day. You don't call CPS, you don't call for help, you don't call nobody. You know why? Because you're a little bitch. Yeah, you a bitch, my nigga. That's tough. Exhibit C. You're a masochist. You're a masochist. You're a masochist, or you want to be different. Why are we playing? The reason why you play this weapon is because you want to seem different from the meta, which is now revolved around 3 attunements: Flame, Shadow, and Ice. Now, you want to seem different by playing Iron Sing, and you want to use the Iron Sing legendary weapon, the Ignition Deep Crusher. Why? Just use the Iron Requiem, my guy. This weapon is garbage. Everybody knows how to parry the crit. The weapon stats, they are mediocre. This weapon is not it, bro. You want to seem different, but you're not different. You're trying to torture yourself. Why? Why are you torturing yourself? I don't know. Maybe you get off to this shit. You like it. I'm not gonna judge, but kind of weird. You're weird. You're weird, and you're not different. So get off this weapon. You're not different. You're trying to have fun. You're not trying to have fun, my guy. You're trying to be different. If you wanted to have fun, you'd play something else. Not the Ignition Deep Crusher. This is not the way to go. Stop. Stop it. Exhibit D.
Is that dick good?
Yes, kid.
How good is that dick?
Oh.
Now, you're a booty buster. You like poking people with your big, long, thick spear from afar. Now, clearly in game, you have this long, thick weapon, but in real life, you're clearly compensated for something that you don't have. But let's not talk about that in this video. Now, you like to play from afar. You like to poke your enemies. You're trying to always hit them with the tip of your spear so you can get the Halo mode to try and unleash your crit in 3 different parts, by the way, which is outrageous to me. And you never gain it. You know why? Because you suck. You're horrible at parrying. If you get in close, you always lose your matches. You always lose parry trades. You never, ever, ever can get 3 consecutive parries. You know why? You suck. You suck, my nigga. Now, while I do have respect for the weapon, I don't have respect for you. And I'm glad you guys died off. Now you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Last video, you guys showed so much support, which I thank you guys for. Now we're close to 200 subs. So I already know, leave a like, comment, subscribe, comment the next weapon that you want to see. If you guys do want a part 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.